It was supposed to be just a regular night. Pull the covers over your head, close your eyes, drift off. Instead, something wakes you. Or rather, something doesn't let you wake. The body sleeps, the mind watches, and you know you're awake, but you can't move. That's the nightmare known as sleep paralysis. It's a betrayal of trust from your own body. Tonight, you'll hear 3 true stories told by people who found out that when your mind roams free and your body stays still, the shadows move. They creep closer. And they don't let go. I was 23 and living alone in a small apartment in the city. I worked late shifts at a hospital, so I got used to sleeping in odd hours. One night I went to bed around 2 a.m., the kind of time when the streets are silent and the world outside stops moving. My phone was set to silent. I had just enough battery to check messages in the morning. I'd felt uneasy all day, like someone was in the room behind me, but I brushed it off. I'm a logical person. Around 4:17 a.m. I woke up, or rather I reached the edge of waking. I opened my eyes and saw something. My body was locked. I couldn't raise my arms or call out. The air felt thick. My chest felt heavy, like someone was leaning on it. My breath came in slow gasps. On the ceiling above me was a shadow. It looked like a man standing on the ceiling, head bent, long arms dangling, feet anchored to the ceiling tiles. The lighting was perfect. The street lamp outside my window cast the outline clearly. I tried to move my eyes away. Nothing changed. The shape just shifted slightly, its head tilting. Then I heard it, a soft whisper, too low to fully hear. Something like, "Look at me." The voice felt metallic, distant, but inside my head. I blinked, tried to force awake, but the paralysis held me. The shape began to crawl down the ceiling toward the wall, dropping silently. I felt ice slide along my arm. I couldn't tell if it was its hand or something else. My rational mind screamed I was dreaming, but my whole body told me I was awake. Cold sweat pooled. I closed my eyes tight and willed myself out. I jolted awake with a gasp. The room was normal. No shadow. No whisper. Just me and the normal ceiling. For weeks after I couldn't sleep well. Every time I shut my eyes I looked at the ceiling tiles, waiting for something to move. I installed a camera. Verified no one was ever there. But the fear didn't go away. Sleep paralysis had taken away my safety. My bed, my room, places I trusted became places to fear. And every time I felt weight on my chest or a shadow in the corner, I wondered, was I awake? I grew up in a big house with 3 siblings, full of noise and life. When I moved out for college, I rented a small room in a quiet suburb. Everything was calm, peaceful. I liked it. Until the night I didn't. It was mid-October, crisp air, leaves blowing. I'd gone to bed about 11:30 p.m. after a long study session. I drifted off. Hours passed. I woke to find myself paralyzed. My eyes were open. I could see my bedroom. The moonlight filtered through the curtains. The room was familiar. My phone glowed on the nightstand at 3:46 a.m. I tried to scream, but my voice caught in my throat. I tried to move. My limbs refused. At the foot of my bed, I saw a little girl. She looked about 6. She wore a plain white dress. Clean, unsettlingly clean. Her hair long, black, covering one side of her face. She stood silently, holding a small doll. Her head tilted slightly. The doll's head tilted the same way. I recognized her face. From somewhere. I couldn't place it. She didn't move. She didn't blink. Just stared. One of her bare feet made no sound on the carpet. I tried to call out. Nothing. I tried to lift my arm. Nothing. The moon shifted. The window's light caught the doll's eyes. They were black holes. The girl took a step forward. Just one step. Then another. I felt a soft breeze. A distant whisper. "Play with me." I couldn't respond. My chest heaved with fear. Suddenly, the little girl stood right next to the bed. Her hand reached for my foot. I felt it touch my toes. Ice cold. Then I felt my room snap back. My body moved. I sat up. My heart pounded. I looked at the foot of my bed. Empty. The doll was on the floor. In the morning I searched my memory. I found nothing. No recall of moving the doll. The carpet showed no marks. In the days that followed I couldn't sleep right. Every time I closed my eyes I saw the girl. Sometimes I hear whispers in the quiet of my apartment. Sometimes I'll wake and my phone is gone from the nightstand, only to appear back after hours. I realized, sleep paralysis isn't just your body refusing to wake. Sometimes it's something refusing to let you. When I was 18, I started having weird sleep problems. At first it was insomnia, then vivid nightmares. Then one night I experienced something I couldn't explain. I fell asleep on the couch while watching a movie. I woke, or thought I woke, to a noise from the hallway. I tried to sit up and realized I couldn't move. My head snapped backward and the hallway lights flickered. I recognized the floor creak. My house was quiet. Then the ceiling light overhead blinked off. I looked up and saw a figure standing in the dark hallway at the end of the couch. Tall, thin, arms long, face hidden by darkness. One arm raised. A voice said, "Wake up." I tried to scream. Nothing. Then he took a step closer. The couch cushions pressed under his weight. I felt the vibration of his steps. Then he spoke again. "I see you're awake." The paralysis lifted all at once. I bolted upright. The figure was gone. The hallway light was back on. My heart raced. I checked the time. 4:02 a.m. I scrambled to the front door, locked it, checked all the windows. Everything normal. I checked the security camera. The footage showed nothing. No figure. Just the house. Even now, years later, I sleep with the lights on and my phone in hand. Because I know the difference now. The difference between being asleep and being awake but unable to act. And I know someone else noticed. Sleep paralysis is not a myth. It's not just you were tired. It's your mind awake in a trapped body. And sometimes what you see isn't just your brain playing tricks. It's what your brain allows you to see when you stop believing you're alone. If you stayed awake with me through these stories, thank you. And for those who are still lying in bed, wondering if tonight will be quiet, it probably won't be. Subscribe if you want more stories that creep into your mind after midnight. Leave a comment. Which story froze you in your seat? And if you ever feel yourself slipping into that half-awake, half-sleep place, remember, the shadows don't wait until the morning to move. Sleep tight, or don't.